oil change. Also, 17mm drain plug. I'll show you here where it is here in a second. Man, easy reference is go to the right rear and right in front of the tire. You could slide in under there. And if you can see that oval, the first oval right here, that's where it is. I'll slide under again just to show you. But yeah, that's the engine drain plug. And obviously because it's, you know, right below the engine. Okay. Go ahead and break that drain plug loose and drain the fluid out. Jeez. Maybe I could have got a shorter ratchet. Okay. A little bit longer, a little bit more leverage. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's the drain plug. It's hard to tell if any of this is even showing up on camera, but there's not really any metal on the magnetic part inside the drain plug, so that all looks pretty good. What is a bit alarming is there's no crush washer. And I've seen this in another video of somebody that changed oil too. The Can-Am kit comes with a crush washer, but there's not a crush washer on it. I don't really understand, but apparently I'm going to run to the dealer and get a crush washer to put on there too. So I will be back here in a little bit, but going good so far. All right, just got back from the dealer. There is supposed to be a crush washer on it. So there is the drain plug, and you can see the magnet inside. I've kind of wiped it off. And here's the crush washer, which was not on there. I have no idea how it was even not leaking, but that's what you get for having the dealer do your first service, in addition to having them do anything at all. So yeah, crush washer, drain plug. I'm gonna wipe that stuff off here and we'll get going. Okay, all looks pretty good there. Okay, so we got the drain plug all wiped off. New crush washer on it. The torque specs is, get under here, slide under. The owner's manual says to tighten it to 22 foot-pounds. I'm just gonna hand run it in there. At least I think so. Okay, so we're good to go there. Get the torque wrench on. those little things on it. There we go. Okay. That's it. Wow. I guess 30 foot or 22 foot-pounds isn't a whole lot, so we'll go ahead and wipe that off. But as you can see, crush washer, drain plug, good to go. Alright, now that the oil's drained, we need to go ahead and take the oil filter out, which is behind the seats. So, go ahead and pull. I'm going to find some way to clamp this up here, and then we'll revisit. Alright, so engine cover off, which was a huge pain in the butt. You have to like slide it because there's a heat shield connected to it, so you can't just slide it up and out. You really gotta finagle it around there. So anyway, down right there where my finger is, there's 3 5/16 bolts that go in there. I'll see if I can slide the GoPro down. So yeah, I don't know if you're able to see them, but that is the oil filter housing. There's 3 5/16 bolts. Make sure that you feel around there with your hand to see that you're taking the correct 3 bolts off. Okay, old oil filter out. It does show that it's a Rotax part number here. I'm going to replace it with K&N filter I got from my local parts store. I don't think it's going to be any better, but it's definitely here and in stock. So that's going to be that. I definitely have it out. It was super tight to get it out of there. Sorry, can't even think straight. So you can see down in there that it is out. I'm going to try and slip the GoPro in there again. So you should be able to see that's where the oil filter comes from. 3 bolts and it's out. You will get oil everywhere. I tried packing rags down in there to soak it up, but it just went everywhere. So prepare to buy at least a can or 2 of brake clean during this process as well. So that is the oil filter cover, 3 bolts, new oil filter. You know, that's the back side of it. All 3 are the same there. And the Can-Am parts come with a new sealing ring. I just took that O-ring off, wiped it off real good, put it back on. I'm going to put a little bit of oil on it too, just with my finger, but we should be good to go with that. I can't imagine there's going to be any issues. So I'll go ahead and get this stuff in. It came out in this orientation. The big O-ring, not the small O-ring, was out. It even kind of pushes in there too, as you can see. Okay, I'm gonna go stick it in. Okay, got the new oil filter installed. As you can kind of see down in there. I don't know if you can, but the housing's back on. All 3 bolts started. New oil filter in there. I made sure to rub some oil all over the sealing points where the rubber gasket might be touching. And there you can see, started, good to go. I'm going to torque those back down. There is a torque spec in the owner's manual, and I'm going to get that all sprayed off with brake clean, and then we'll go ahead and put the engine cover back on. Alright, got everything put back together. Drain plug's tight. Oil filter cover and oil filter are in. Everything's cleaned off, wiped off, cover's back on. So I'm about to add oil, top it off, and that's what I got. I got Lucas side-by-side synthetic 5W50. The owner's manual says, and here's the K&N part 2. The owner's manual says it takes 2.1 quarts. So I'm gonna add 2 quarts, start it, check it, make sure, and then we'll add a little bit afterwards. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add the oil. Let's see if I can get a little bit of light in here. Perfect. Oil dipstick. Okay, and that's it. That's how you change oil in a Maverick Sport, change the front differential fluid, and change the rear gearbox oil. I didn't show it earlier, but this here is the Royal Purple I used, 7590. And then this here is 75140. So both of those fluids were the gearbox oil and the front differential fluid. And then I used the Lucas oil, which took 2 quarts I put in, and then I actually had to add over 1/10 of a quart, maybe 2/10 of a quart. So it did take a good amount after that too. But yeah, everything's good to go, and that's how you do some maintenance on it.